time for some pillow talk. This is Williams-Sonoma. Love the stripe. And guys, this is a local furniture store. That red sofa is wow. This is Rebecca Robertson. She did the stripe on the bench. And of course, I also did these old chairs in the blue stripe. But now I also need pillows. Let me show you how we get it done. Now I am using a 20-inch by 20-inch pillow. So the two pieces of fabric for the front and the back will need to measure 22 by 22. And that means even when I insert the stripe. So the stripe is going to have to be 9 inches wide, and you're going to have those two outside pieces at 7 inches wide. And your seam allowance is 1/2 of an inch, leaving you an 8-inch stripe. And once you stitch your stripe to those outside two pieces, the width will be 22 inches because you have a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Most of my interior projects are sewn with nylon transparent threads. And of course, I will use the actual color of the fabric for top stitching. See that white line there? That indicates that I've done some top stitching there in navy thread for the navy fabric. The front and the back of the pillow pieces should be the same size now. So if you're doing a 24-inch pillow, you cut those pieces to 26 inches. Remember, add 2 inches. Now, it doesn't matter which side of the Velcro you put on the front or the back of the pillow. Just put it on in the same measurement. Now, what you're going to do is apply one piece of the Velcro over the edge of the pillow, the edge where the part is going to be fraying. You see how that will stop all those threads from popping out from underneath your pillow. Make one seam to secure the Velcro in place. Now this is what I thought was going to be my second and final seam when applying the Velcro, but I had an epiphany and I added a third seam on top of that first stitch. So you'll see that in just a little bit. Okay, I'm not trying to be a sewing tutor at all. I don't remove my straight pins. These straight pins are very, very soft and they bend. I've been using these for years. They just bend. And here I am adding the final seam. You see how there are already two. We're gonna go for a third one along the edge. As a matter of fact, I'm sewing on top of the first seam where I attach the Velcro. And I really didn't have to do a third seam. I just thought, why not? Another thing is with the pulling and opening and closing of Velcro, this will just give it a little bit more stability to the Velcro, being tacked down 3 times. And it's totally up to you. You can do the 2 and be done with it, but this is fine. This is why I love transparent thread on these projects. Now the Velcro comes in 2 pieces. One part would be sewn to the inside of the front of the pillow, and another part will be sewn to the outside of the back of the pillow. Remember that. You see how this folds over? So that way it looks like it has a complete, sealed, and perfect closure from any angle, and it looks very neat. Very neat. This is a small pillow for a chair, and I don't want to square off the corners like I did for the pillows on the sofa. And you'll see that in just a little bit. I'll show you that simple step. So I'm going to even out both sides, and I'm going to basically cut off the top. Again, this is a custom pillow designed to fit a very small space on a chair. So I'm just going to cut off that top, see how it's going to lay nice and flat, make my straight stitches, and taper off the corners. I'm cutting away about a 1/2 inch of the fabric from the back panel of the pillow, not the front, the back. And then I'm going to stitch across the top and then along the sides. And guess what, guys? This pillow is made. This pillow cover is made. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope these sewing projects will help you do something like this around your home and save a lot of money. You can achieve that high-end look on a budget and have the home that you want. Oh, I forgot to mention the reason why you don't take the Velcro all the way to the edge of the fabric on the sides is because you'll have to stitch the sides, and the fabric is only getting thicker, and you're going to have 2 pieces of Velcro with the needle trying to get through. That may be a little difficult if you're using a regular sewing machine. So that's why you only take the Velcro maybe 1 inch away from the corners on both sides. A 1/2 inch, 1 inch, that's up to you. This is what I do to make the corners of my pillows look crisp. You want to cut away that excess fabric, but you also want to make sure that the stitches you put in don't fray. So you go across the edge diagonally, forward and backwards. In other words, forward, reverse. You can do that about 3 or 4 times, and you cut above the edge of the stitch you just applied. It's your safety stitch, basically. And for those thicker corners along the bottom by the Velcro, you just cut out a few snips of that corner so that when you fold the pillow over, that corner is not so thick and bulky. And by the way, I used my top stitching thread on this pillow. I was going and I realized I had not removed it, and I was like, oh my goodness. But you know what? These are my pillows, not a client's. So you cannot convince me that you cannot sew a straight stitch. You can do this. I am using a heavy-duty sewing machine. So if you're going to start making your home decor, you're going to need a heavy-duty sewing machine to get through those thicker fabrics. I'm using a pen top right here to push out those corners. Nothing too sharp because I don't want to cut through the corner. I just want to push it out. And also, this is a good reason to see why it's so important that Velcro hits right on the point, guys. You can just fold it right up and it looks like a nice little envelope. Now on to finish up the 2 larger pillows. Notice the distance of that Velcro from the edge. Look over there. It's about 1.5 inches. Just to jump ahead a little, now you can see how both sides, the front and the back, have been sewn together. And you can see how the corners have been squared off so that the pillow arches in a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So basically, I lined up my outside seams from the corner and I made that stitch. You see how you get those little bunny ears? Pinch all 4 corners of your pillow this way and stitch. The red line indicates where you should stitch. Then I cut away 1/4 of an inch above the seam line that I just made. Well, we've got a lot more sewing projects to do around the house, and I hope you will join me, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, share, stay connected so you can grow with me. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay in prayer and stay creative. And here we are. Although I'm thorough, I wanted to keep this video around 10 minutes. Look at the corners on these pillows. You know how that Velcro looks on the bottom. You can't tell me this doesn't look like it came from a showroom. And yes, it was done right here at home, straight stitches. This is the original couch. I still have all of the pillows and everything associated with it. I just wanted to do a quick little change here using some of the pillows. You know, I covered the seat cushion not long ago, and I also covered these old chairs. And then I went back and removed some of the fabric and added the stripe to the chairs. There's a video on all of that on this channel. So today we added the small pillow to the chair. This pop of color is also fabulous in these Pinterest photos and these beautiful color blockings. You can do these things so easy in your own home to just infuse your favorite color into your home decor. I've got paintings and furniture transformations on the way, and you don't want to miss those. See you soon.